Hey everyone, I'm Colby Fong and I'm a second year life sciences scholar student. I'm a psychology and human development double major, and during the summer going into my sophomore year, I interned at the Center of Advanced Orthopedics as an orthopedic surgeon assistant. CAO is actually the leading provider of comprehensive musculoskeletal care in the region. I worked under Dr. Solomon, who primarily focused on the hand and wrist region of the body. Every day, I arrived at the office at 8 a.m. and helped set up the appointment offices for his 8:30 meetings and so on. I worked each day of the week except Friday for 7 hours. Some of my responsibilities included preparing the ultrasound for each of his meetings, transcribing notes during his appointments with patients, making sure that all appointment offices were sanitized, making sure that all the doctors were on schedule, and helped gather materials needed for each appointment and operation. Throughout working for CAO, I had to transcribe notes that would be put into the computer system so that we would have information on the patient when they come back, either for their checkup appointment or for further use. In the beginning, I was having a lot of trouble transcribing notes into medical terminology so that the doctors would know exactly what was going on. The first couple weeks, Dr. Solomon had me in the appointment room shadowing his appointments, which I thought was very, very interesting. However, as I got better at medical scribing, he stationed me in his office where he would give me an appointment patient packet, which had all the notes that I was supposed to transcribe onto the company database. So basically, he gave me a patient packet that had all the information about the injury and told me to just put it into the database. As I got better at reading through each of the patient information packets and seeing how there's a lot of repetition with each injury, he would then give me more information packets that I would transcribe for other doctors. So I was very, very busy throughout my internship. I found that all the repetition really helped me learn medical terminology to the point where it became second nature to me. This practicum was different than any other experience I've ever had in my life. I learned communication skills through talking with patients and making sure that they get the care that they needed. I also learned a lot of medical scribing skills as well as just more communication skills in general, talking to doctors and stuff. I would constantly be transcribing doctors' notes without much of a break, and I also got a sense of hard work during this time. A lot of the times I would have like 10 patient information packets at a time, and I would have to do it very, very quickly. And it was always really hard because I had to make sure that I got all the patient's bills and information correct because it's going into the company database. When I was working at CAO, I would have to constantly think cognitively and make sure that I'm at the top of my game so I don't mess up any of the patient's information. Throughout working at CAO, the most intriguing thing I discovered was how common cysts are. So I have cysts in my on my page, and I explain how cysts are non-cancerous growths that are filled with liquid substance. I also thought it was very interesting how Dr. Solomon used an ultrasound to locate the fluid buildup and then used a needle to remove the cyst. However, during this operation, Dr. Solomon did not look at the needle whatsoever, but he only looked at the ultrasound to see how much fluid was left in their hand or wrist. Working at CAO made me realize that I don't want to go into the medical field or become a doctor in general. Throughout my sophomore year, I had found my passion in suicide prevention and mental health. Talking to other experts and people that have a master's in social work, I've realized that I want to become an ER social worker. I found my passion in helping people and as many people as possible, and I think that the best way for me to do this would be to work in a hospital setting. Because of my own struggles with mental health and suicide prevention, I truly believe that I can impact the livelihood of many people and help them as much as possible.